Okay, race fans, let's talk about Friday, July 10th here at Delaware Park. We had a 9-race program. The main track was muddy. We had a lot of rain on Wednesday, so no turf on. We had a lot of rain on Thursday, actually, I should say. So no turf on Friday, no turf on Saturday either, but still the handle pretty good for Friday, a little over 2.5 million in handle. So thanks to all our fans and bettors for making it happen. Thanks to all the horsemen and horses for putting on a great show. Let's get right to the racing action here in race one. Race one would kick off the popular early pick 5. They bet over 46,000 into the early pick 5. We're going a flat mile on the muddy going, claiming 7,500, 3 and up, never won 3 or straight 3-year-olds. Let's go to the voice of Delaware Park, Josh Brown, with the call of Friday's race 1.
Away and running. Nice start. Good speed on the outside from I Wanna Rock. Annihilate Them is right there too, and so is Prairie Dunes, who is wrangled back to be in third. The red cap of Bernie Goes Boom stays at that muddy track rail. Silent Roars in between rivals. Awesome Entry has to do his best running from the back of the pack. So the long shot I Wanna Rock spearheads the field and leads by a length and a half. Annihilate Them's on a tight hold in that second place position, and a cluster of 3 chases in third. Silent Roars in between rivals. Deep on the track is Prairie Dunes, and Bernie Goes Boom stays parked at the rail. And a race that sees no pace. Awesome Entry is 6 paths deep down the back of the track. 4.5 furlongs to go. I Wanna Rock trying to relax the pace, but getting closer is Annihilate Them without being asked. These two are 1-2, and there's a gap of 2 back to Silent Roar. Gets closer with 3.5 furlongs to go. Prairie Dunes floats out Awesome Entry, and trailing is Bernie Goes Boom, and there's the new leader. Annihilate Them can wait no more. Kicking on the rail comes Silent Roar. Deep on the outside in the green cap, Awesome Entries coming alive in a great big way and looms a winning danger now. They go towards the quarter pole. Annihilate Them has a fight on his hands. Silent Roar tries to dig deep. Awesome Entry goes 3 wide. Deep on the track is Prairie Dunes, and the rail belongs to Bernie Goes Boom. Homeward bound now, and it's Awesome Entry who kicks for home. Annihilate Them is unwavering against that rain-affected rail, but Awesome Entry has the momentum for the moment. Annihilate Them trying hard, but is going down and defeating the side the final 100 yards. Awesome Entry still leading. Annihilate Them trying hard, kicks back. Here it is. Photo finish. Man, that's close. Either a 10-1 price or 8-5 and a win photo finish.
The Canadian bred Awesome Entry wins the tight photo there in race 1. Now the 5-year-old's on a point of entry, a 3-time winner. He's now made close to 100,000 in career earnings. Nice ride there. Jockey Cipriana Gill for trainer Pedro Posados. 8-5 the final price on Awesome Entry. He paid $5.20 to win race 1. Let's take a look here at race 2. Race 2 would kick off the early pick 4. We're going 6 furlongs, 25,000 starter allowance, optional claiming 25,000 for filly mares 3 and up. Let's check out the action from race 2.
Away and running. Good speed in the center for My Little Wildcat. Next door to that one is Capricorn Bell, who wants the early lead. High Hill Native is also adding fuel to the fire, and Good Golly Miss Folly's deep on the track. And Butter Kisses is last of all, so it's Capricorn Bell to engage My Little Wildcat. And deep on the track is Good Golly Miss Folly, who's in hand and is now looking for another win. High Hill Native tracks the trio of speed, 2 lengths down off the leader. That's Capricorn Bell. And Butter Kisses is still struggling in 5th at this stage. Around the turn they go. Capricorn Bell has had a pesky pace partner in My Little Wildcat, but Good Golly Miss Folly saddles up to the both of them, and High Hill Native right behind the speed. These 4 go to the quarter pole as a team. 3 paths deep is Good Golly Miss Folly. The rail belongs to Capricorn Bell. My Little Wildcat has no more to give. High Hill Native goes wide for the stretch drive, and Good Golly Miss Folly now asks for a bit more. Capricorn Bell tries to battle back against the rail. Closing in his High Hill Native. Butter Kisses is late on the scene. Good Golly Miss Folly had the outside jump. Battling on is Capricorn Bell. Here's the result. Capricorn Bell got it by a nose to Good Golly Miss Folly. Butter Kisses and High Hill Native.
Good Golly Miss Folly was 1-9, but her stablemate Capricorn Bell, also for Running More Racing and trainer Cal Lynch. Capricorn Bell pulls off the upset at 11-1. Nice ride there. Jose Batista for trainer Cal Lynch, 11-1 on Capricorn Bell. She paid $24.40 to win. She's now a two-time winner from 7 starts. She's won 2 in a row this meet here at Delaware Park. Let's turn the page here. Race 3 would kick off a pick 5 or off the turf, going a flat mile on the main track. 16,000 starter allowance, optional claiming 16,000 for filly and mares 3 and up. Let's see what happens here in race 3.
Away and running. Furry's Charm was the first one to ping. Pippa's Nonsense was a little slow to go. Rehoboth Avenue is sent hard up against that rain-affected rail. So they go around the first turn, and Furry's Charm is the leader, an uncontested lead at that, and shows the way by 2. Rehoboth Avenue drawn the rail and is right there in second, and Pippa's Nonsense is in that mid-flight division in that 3rd place position. 5 o'clock somewhere goes very wide for the first turn, and last of all is Jess's Brew. So no excuses for Furry's Charm out in front, and she struts her stuff to a 2-length lead. Pippa's Nonsense now takes that 2nd place position away, and Rehoboth Avenue continues to stay a ground-saving 3rd, and the jockey is quite statuesque as well. 5 o'clock somewhere is deep on the track, but is out of trouble in 4th, and only 4 lengths from the top is Jess's Brew. It's a compact field that was off the turf, and Furry's Charm leads them with 4 furlongs to go, but is bracketed by every side. Pippa's Nonsense is raising the stakes in 2nd. Rehoboth Avenue patiently ridden against the rail in 3rd. 5 o'clock somewhere, the 2nd choice needs to do a little bit better at the 5/16, and Jess's Brew still last of all. Furry's Charm is called upon for run, not responding just of yet, as Rehoboth Avenue tries to scrape the paint, and Pippa's Nonsense is in for the fight. These 3 ladies brush as they come to the top of the stretch, and they brush hard too. Pippa's Nonsense comes with a flashy run on the outside. Furry's Charm tries to battle back but can't. Rehoboth Avenue is right there taking the trail up the rail. It's Pippa's Nonsense patting that lead inside the concluding stages. Pippa's Nonsense sought the trip and got it done. Pippa's Nonsense has won it. Rehoboth Avenue was 2nd. Furry's Charm was 3rd. 5 o'clock somewhere was 4th.
Pippa's Nonsense gives jockey Cipriana Gill his 2nd win of the day. She wins for trainer Greg Compton, who's having a solid meet this year here at Delaware Park. Pippa's Nonsense, a 3-year-old daughter of Golden Sense, now a 2-time winner from 9 starts. She paid $6.20 to win race 3. Let's take a look here at race 4 to kick off another pick 5. We're going 6 furlongs here, claiming $7,500 for filly and mares 3 and up. Never won 3 or straight 3-year-old fillies. Let's see what happens here in race 4.
Away and running. Good speed, 1 from the outside from Sweet Honey Bee. Tammy's Cruiser's also right there close in tow. And Miss Ida B is sent hard up the inside to join the other 2 up top. So these 3 ladies tear away in front of Spirit of Victory, and Sister Carly's deep on a track and advances nicely. And Major Mayhem is also on the same page. High Hearts has had 1 beaten, and Down and Dirty Donna's last of all. 4 furlongs to go. Sweet Honey Bee is the one that leads, but that lead is down to a neck. Tammy's Cruiser applies that heavy pace pressure in 2nd. Miss Ida B rides that rail in the 3rd. Sister Carly's 3 paths deep. High Hearts is out very wide, and Spirit of Victory heads 2. They approach the quarter pole, and Sweet Honey Bee still under massive attack. Tammy's Cruiser has chased every step of the way. Miss Ida B has had the dream trip, and here she comes. High Hearts goes deep on the track. Spirit of Victory close in. Still 3 across the track, but Miss Ida B wants none of that and has fled the scene and leads by 1. Tammy's Cruiser battles Sister Honeybee, and up the inside High Hearts closes in 2, but it's all Miss Ida B. Miss Ida B has won it over Sweet Honeybee, who was a long shot 2nd. Tammy's Cruiser was 3rd, and High Hearts was 4th.
Miss Ida B wins for owner breeder Ann Hayes and trainer Bentley Combs. Nice ride, Angel Cruz, on her 3-year-old daughter of Alternation, who's now a 3-time winner from 9 starts. She paid $6.60 to win race 4. Let's take a look here at the 5th race. We would kick off the late pick 5 in race 5. We had a nice carryover. $21,540 was the carryover for the pick 5. They bet $155,000 into this pick 5. Strong handle here in race 5, over $400,000 in total handle. It's off the turf, going a flat mile on the muddy, going maiden special weight here for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's see what happens here in race 5.
Away and running. Made from Leona was the first one to start. Off the deck is showing speed, so is James and My Military Hero, and there's no breathers amongst the top quartet. And that leaves Run, Aaron, Run 4 paths deep as they go around the first turn. Made from Leona checked out of it in a very claustrophobic spot, and that leaves My Military Hero, the head of the group, and shows away by half a length. But off the deck is applying the heat, and so is James on the inside, and there's no breathers up top. Run, Aaron, Run gallops along in that 4th place position, and Made from Leona keeps that one honest. So that's the 5 of them as they go down the back of the track. And up the inside, James tries to battle for the lead and does, and My Military Hero's right there too. Jockey's having a hard time on number 9 off the deck, and as a matter of fact, the 9 looks like it's being eased out of the race. Then Run, Aaron, Run now claims 3rd, and Made from Leona's last of the contending group, and as a matter of fact, off the deck is being pulled up. Around the turn they go. James as the leader looks for the danger, and the only one right now is My Military Hero, tries to kick again under whip encouragement. Run, Aaron, Run is off the fence in 3rd. Made from Leona rides that rail. James asks for a bit more inside the final 1/4 of a mile and leads 3/4 of a length. My Military Hero is going to try to take a crack at James one more time as they turn for home, and James is confronted by My Military Hero, and James needs to dig deep and find more. Made from Leona comes up the fence. Run, Aaron, Run is closing in, but inside the concluding stages, My Military Hero with a small upset here. My Military Hero has won it. Made from Leona 2nd, Run, Aaron, Run 3rd, and James was 4th.
My Military Hero was an 0 for 15 4-year-old maiden. He tried a mile for the first time today, and that's all it took. It put him right into the winner's circle. He wins for owner, breeder, Dr. Lino, Marispin. John Aguilar picked up the winning mount here for trainer Miguel Penaloza. My Military Hero went off 6-1, paid $14.80 to win race 5. If you hit the early pick 5, congratulations, it paid well. Early pick 5 on Friday paid $3,020.40. Let's take a look here at race 6 to kick off the late pick 4. We're going a mile, 70 yards, claiming $10,003 and up. Haven't won a race in 6 months. Let's see what happens here in race 6.
Away and running. Good speed in the center for Steiner. Deep on the track, Powerful. The rail belongs to Let's Have a Party. Also right there is Rapidity, and Lake Chapala is also in the firing line too, and the pace is wicked for the distance. Sundays with Sandy has the run of the race already. Up the inside, Bourbon State shares last with Ascendance. Around the first turn they go, no breathers up top, and Powerful comes with an outside kick to take over the leading role. Lake Chalapa right there in that 2nd place position, and Steiner rides the rail under stout restraint in 3rd as they really slow this down to a crawl now. Sundays with Sandy is very wide for the backstretch gallop, and Let's Have a Party is situated in 5th. Rapidity rides the inside in front of 2, which is Ascendance, who's 2nd last, and the one who's lost connection is Bourbon State. Still 3 across the track. Powerful winning the battle. Steiner's trying to win the war. Lake Chapala is right there in between rivals in 3rd. Sundays with Sandy looms an ominous presence on the far outside. Trying to close in his Ascendance with Let's Have a Party, and dropping away his Rapidity. Around the bend they go. Powerful is unwavering on the front end. The reins are shaken and clears away by 3/4 of a length. Steiner stays parked at the paint. Powerful now kicks away by 1. Lake Chapala is right there too, and here comes Sundays with Sandy now. They turn to the top of the stretch. Powerful has run a mighty big race, but Sundays with Sandy has sought the trip. Ascendance is closing in 2. They're inside the final furlong, and Sundays with Sandy has kicked away with a decisive kick and shows the way by 2. Ascendance moves into 2nd. Powerful trying to hold on to 3rd. Sundays with Sandy has won it. Ascendance was 2nd. Powerful was 3rd, and Lake Chapala was 4th.
The backlash showed up today for Sundays with Sandy. The 7-year-old son of Keen Ice got his 9th lifetime win. He's now made around $350,000 in career earnings. Nice ride there, Martin Chuan, for our leading trainer, Jamie Ness. Sundays with Sandy paid $5 to win race 6. Let's take a look here at race 7 to kick off the final pick 3 of the day. We're going a flat mile, 25,000 starter allowance for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's see what happens here in race 7.
Away and running. Wyoming Class was a touch slow, hustled speed from Majorca, hit the road Jack, Frosty the Giant, and they mix it up early. Freedom Road is pinned against the rail saving ground, while Holy Synchronicity is 6 paths deep. Sacred Thunder is right there in a good spot today, and a stutter step start leaves Wyoming Class with a daunting task. 6.5 furlongs to go, and Frosty the Giant's the leader and shows the way 3/4 of a length. Majorca right there in that second place position and is a headstrong second too. Freedom Road is eager to take that position away but can't for the moment, while Holy Synchronicity goes wide and out of trouble with 5 furlongs to go. Hit the Road Jack chases the top 4 without being asked. A gap of 1.5 lengths down is Sacred Thunder, and tailing off was Wyoming Class. They race down to the 4, and Frosty the Giant continues to carve out the clock. The lead's 1.5 lengths. Freedom Road right there with a perfect trip with no excuses. Same can be said for Majorca, who's going better than Freedom Road for the moment. These 3 have spaced the rest around the turn with 3 furlongs to go. Frosty the Giant coming back to the face of the field. Majorca's right there ready to play its hand. Freedom Road needs to dig deep and find more, while Sacred Thunder's closing in, and Hit the Road Jack the stagnant 5th as they turn for home. Majorca takes the baton away at the top of the stretch, and Majorca kicks for the cash and looks for a danger. Freedom Road now moves into second. Frosty the Giant trying to win that battle, but it's Majorca who's nicely clear with 100 yards left to go. Freedom Road is second fiddle to the winner, and the winner is Majorca. Freedom Road second, Frosty the Giant was the longest shot on the board, and Hit the Road Jack was 4th.
Majorca gets the money here for Rising Sun Racing Stables and trainer Daniel Eubanks. Majorca gives jockey Angel Cruz his 2nd win of the day. This nice 4-year-old son of Volatile, now a 4-time winner from 11 starts. He's now made about $130,000 in career earnings. He paid $8.40 to win race 7. The pick 5 they paid out here paid $689.20. Congratulations to my good friend Danny Eubanks. Looks like he's got a nice horse there with Majorca. Let's turn the page here. Race 8 would kick off the late double. It's our first level allowance feature of the day for 3-year-olds and upward, off the turf, 1 mile and a 16th on the main track. Still a nice 6-horse field here in race 8. Let's see what happens here in the Friday feature.
Away and running. Excellent speed from the Ireland bred Soundbite, who crosses in front of the face of the field. Hank's Divining Rod and Ohio Joe is right there too. And Valfurious is right there tapping on the brakes at the 7.5. Persistent is now second last, and the trailer is Chance at the back of the pack. Around the first turn they go, and the pace is okay for the distance, and Soundbite shows the way, and the lead is only 1, while Hank's Divining Rod is in between rivals. Ohio Joe's wide for the backstretch run, and Valfurious is trying to squeeze on through, and here comes Valfurious to confront Soundbite at the 5.5. Hank's Divining Rod came away in third. Ohio Joe's off the inside for a clear shot at the top 2. Then Persistent is still second last, and Chance is on hold at the back of the pack. So Valfurious kicks for the money and shows the way at the 4.5. The lead's 1.5 lengths, while Soundbite needs to re-rally from second. Ohio Joe is off the fence, still a joint third. Hank's Divining Rod right there in a position to challenge. Persistent popped the gate prior to the start, stays at the rail, and Chance with the money on is still last of all, but starts to close in inch by inch. Here's the 3/8 pole, and now Soundbite's in second and trying to take a crack at Valfurious. Deep on the outside, here comes Chance taking giant strides on the outside, but it's still 6 lengths adrift as they turn for home. Soundbite resolute. Valfurious trying to dig deep and find more. Chance is still a stagnant third as they turn for home. 3/16 to go, and Soundbite has kicked away from the opposition at a big number 2. Valfurious Val Furious is battling back with everything he has. Val Furious unwavering. Soundbite trying to dig deep but can't. It's Val Furious who's won it. Soundbite was second, Chance was third, and Hank's Divining Rod was fourth.
The late money rolled in on Val Furious. He went off at 6-5, and now the 5-year-old son of Run Happy, a 5-time winner. He's now made around $160,000 in career earnings. Nice ride there, Angel Rodriguez for trainer Steve Glaceris. Val Furious paid $4.40 to win. The pick 5 that paid out race 8 paid $679.90. Let's take a look here at the 9th and final race from Friday. It's a big 9-horse field here. Maiden claiming 7,500, 3 and up, going 5.5 furlongs. Let's see what happens here in the Friday finale.
Away and running. Bad start for number 2, a bit of Sandy. Good speed from Son Patrick, the first one in, the first one away. Little Jerry came away in second, and Better Day is hustled away up the inside to grab a piece of second. Opportune Notion came away in that 4th place position, and Bucoville, the long shots, in 5th. Ray of Love tracks in 6th position with Furious George a wide 7th. Mr. Skinny's in front of 1, and a bit of Sandy's last of all. So it's all Sean Patrick trying to light up the board, and the lucky last shows the way by 4. A plethora of challengers start to close in, and here comes Ray of Love, and deep on the track is Bucoville. Around the bend with a quarter to go, Sean Patrick's backed up fast, and Ray of Love comes calling for the lead. Opportune Notion in for the fight, and Better Day peels off the fence as they turn for home. Opportune Notion's the first one to kick and leads by a flared nostril. Ray of Love battles back with everything he has. Ray of Love tenacious. Opportune Notion unwavering. Opportune Notion has the momentum though, and it's going to be the favorite, Opportune Notion, to score. Ray of Love was second, Furious George was third, and Better Day was 4th.
Opportune Notion breaks his maiden and his 7th career start. Wins for owner breeder Erica Newberg of Maryland and trainer Jacqueline Reed. Nice ride, Jose Betancourt on Opportune Notion. The 5-year-old by Opportunity paid $5.60 to win. The late pick 5 on Friday paid $668.90. Race 9, the maiden 7,500 claimer, was the biggest handle of the day. They bet over $436,000 on race 9. Let's get a quick break. When we come back, I'll tell you about one of the features we have coming up for you on Saturday. All right, let's talk about Saturday here at Delaware Park. They've already called the races off the turf on Saturday, so all 8 races will be on the main track. Hopefully the main track will dry out a little bit, and maybe we'll have a fast track. Let me tell you about race 6 on Saturday. It's a real neat 6,000 starter allowance, optional claiming 12,000 for 4-year-olds and upward, going 6 furlongs. A lot of horses in this race have been running against Kernus K, the winningest thoroughbred in the country right now this year, but no Kernus K in this race, but still a nice 7-horse field. The one World on Fire, a recent winner down at Laurel. Triple Pass was second behind Kernus K last time. Plausible Denial was third behind Kernus K last time. And you have the 4 Guayo not in the best of form. The 5 Cyber Beast was third behind Kernus K last time. The 6 Pit Stop Man, the 7-year-old who's a 16-time winner. He's made a bunch of money. And then you have Just Relax, who was ran behind Kernus K last time. So a nice 7-horse field in race 6 tomorrow. Some salty starter allowance runners, my kind of race race 6 tomorrow. The handle on Friday, pretty good, a little over 2.5 million in handle. Thanks to all our fans and bettors for making it happen. And of course, thanks to all our horsemen and horses for putting on a great show on Friday. Have a great night. We hope to see you out here on Saturday.
There's only one